It's recording the wrong. Okay, it was recording the wrong stream. Unfortunate. All right, so let's sort this out. Okay, so basically in hand, so we are going to use the technique called hand tracing, right? For that you have to build up a table. Okay, table of whatever the variables you have in the program, right? So in this program there's this I variable and a j variable. That's about it, right? So whatever the output is going to be dependent on the values of those variables, right? So how we run this is basically you come here, right? So I have this I variable and the j variable, right? So here range 1 to 4, right? So that means I will have the value 1, 2, 3. On the first round, I's value is 1, right? And then now this line is done. So we'll come here to the next line. J in range 1 comma I's value is 1, right? So now it becomes 2. I plus 1 is 2, right? So that means for J in range 1 comma 2. 1 comma 2 means it's only 1, right? So it starts from 1 and then goes up to 2 means excluding 2. So that means only 1, right? So it's going to run only once. Remember that. So this loop is going to run only once, right? And what's J's value? That's 1, right? So J's value is 1. Okay, and then it comes here, prints J into I. So J's value is 1, I's value is 1. You multiply, you get 1. That's what this one is, right? And then because it's doing only one round, it's going to end the round, and then this print will put your cursor to the next line here. Okay, so now you go back again. Where is the eraser? Draw. Now you go back again, right? Now i's value becomes 2, right? Now we are in the second loop, so i's value becomes 2. So that's what this 2 means, right? And then you come here to this line, j in range 1 comma 2 plus 1 means 3, right? So one, that is like 1 comma 3, 1 comma 3 here. That means what? This loop will go 1 2 2 rounds, right? On the first round, j's value is 1, right? J's value is 1, and then print j into I. So 1 into 2 is what? 2. And then it will put a space there, right? And then go to the next round. Now j's value become 2. Okay, we'll wait for the others, Aisha. All right. Now we are on the second round, right? So i's value is 2 now, and then j in range 1 comma 3, right? So because I is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, so that's why we have this 1 comma 3, right? So for the I value 2, we are going in j in range 1 comma 2. 1 comma 2 means what? That is only 1 and 2, right? So that's the loop it's going to go through for the j value. J's value will be first, on the first round it will be 1, and on the second round it will be 2. So we are talking about the first round here, J's first round, right? So print j into I means 1 into 2, that is 2, right? So that's what's going to happen here. It will output the 2 and a space, right? And then it will go up again to the second for loop round. J's value becomes 2 now, right? J's value 2 means here 2 into 2, right? 2 into 2. J into I, isn't it? So 2 into 2. So 2 into 2 is 4, right? That's going to print there. And then this for loop ends because it's going to run only 2 times. And then this print will print. Print means the cursor will go to the next line, right? Okay. And then we have the third round. Okay, on the third round, I becomes 3, right? Now I becomes 3, right? And for j in range 1 comma I3, right? So this guy becomes 4. This guy becomes 4, right? 3 plus 1 is 4. So it will be like 1 comma 4. 1 comma 4. 1 comma 4 means what? It will go 1, 2, and 3. Just 3 times, right? For the j value. So on the first, for the j value on the first round, it will be 1, right? So that's why this j value is 1 here. And it will come here. Print j into I. So 3 into 1 is 3, right? And it will print a space, that is this space. And then go to the second round, which is now j becomes 2, right? J becomes 2. And then print j into I. So 2 into 3 is 6. It will be printed on the same line, right? And then similarly, now j becomes 3, right? Because it's going to go, now j's value will be 1, 2, 3, right? So in the first round it is 1, second round it is 2, that's this thing, and third round it is 3. Now it's this thing, right? So 3 into 3, 3 into 3 is 9, right? So basically the that 3 loops will be ended there, and then there will be a print, which means the cursor will come to the next line. It will do nothing. Okay, it will not print anything. So the output would be 1 on the first line, 2 space 4 on the second line, 3, 6, 9 on the third line. Right? So that should be this answer. Okay. So what you can do is to run through this by yourself. This is a pretty good question, right? Try to understand by yourself. Okay. For the now this is called a nested for loop, right? A for loop within a for loop. Okay. So Let me show this. Now from I to 4, if I run, it will just 1, 2, 3. Right? For I in range 1 to 4 means what? 1, comma 2, comma 3. So that is what's been printed here. 1, comma 2, comma 3. Right? On the first round it is 1, second round it is 2, third round it is 3. Right? If I add another for loop here for j in range 1, comma 4, means it's another 3 rounds. Right? I'll print I comma j. So i's value and j's value. Now see what happens. Okay. On the first round, i's value is 1. Right? And it comes here. J will run from 1 to 3. So see, j's value is 1. And on the second line, i's value is still 1. Right? So that it is the outer for loop runs only once for the first time. And then inside it will run 3 times for the j. Right? So that is why i's value did not change, the first one. So that is always 1. Right? And then j's value, it will change from 1 to 3. Right? So first round is done, and it will go up to here again. Now I becomes 2. That's why this 2. Right? And then j's value again is 1 to 3. Right? So that's why you see this 1 to 3 here on this row. J's value, i's value remains 2. Right? J's value 1, 2, 3. Right? Once that loop is done, it will go up again, and then I becomes 3. Right? For I3, j will run another 3 times. Right? So this is called nested for loop. So for each of the outer for loop, inner for loop will run however many times it is specified. Like this, for this one, it is 3 times. Right? So if you have like 3 outer, in the outer there are 3 loops. If in the inner, if it is 3 loops, that means 3 into 3, 9 times it will run. So if you for each of the outer for loop once, it will run 3 times inside. Right? So if you count this number, like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 executions of this line print. Right? We are running 3 rounds here. For each of the outer round, we are running three rounds inside. Right? For 1, it's 3 times here. For 2, it's 3 times here again. For third one, another 3 times. Right? You can even go further down, put in another for loop inside. Right? Now that means for each of the j rounds, there will be another more. I'll say this is x. There will be an x as well. So that's 3 into 3 into 3. Right? So what you will see is like 27 rounds. Right? So nested for loop is basically, it's going sort of exponential. Right? But I don't think you will get like 3 levels. Probably just up to 2 levels, like this one. Nested 2 levels. Right? Okay. Any questions? I'm going to wrap this up soon. Do you have any questions? So we talked about the functions, how it calls as well last time. Okay, probably let's do only one question from another paper and then let's wrap it up. Right? If you got any questions, okay, you can ask me, don't hesitate. um, Whenever I have time, I'll reply. Right? All right, so let's do only one question from 2022 maybe. Hmm. It is these are like similar questions to what we had previously. So what would be the output of the following Python code if the input was 25? Can you guys do this? Seems like a pretty simple question. This one? Please try that. What would be the output of the following Python code if the input was 25? Anybody who doesn't know what this means, input. Okay, all of you guys know, then please try. Guys, what's going on? Okay, Sharaf has an answer. Aisha, Hamza. Okay, so I think enough time is enough for this one. Okay, so it's basically taking an input from the user, right? So it's taking an input, and then this int means it is converting the input into integer, right? That's a whole number. Okay, so basically when the user input 25, that gets read as a string or a collection of characters. It's not natively integer, right? And then to perform arithmetic on that, to perform like addition, subtraction, multiplication, we need to, yeah. So Rimza 1 means what? Is it like this one, answer 1 or answer 2? Okay, so what I was mentioning is whatever we give as input is actually string, a collection of string, right? So that becomes x is now 25 string, and then it needs to be converted to an integer or a whole number so that we can perform arithmetic, right? So that's what this code means, int. So it is, we call it converting or casting the string into an integer, right? So now 25 is an integer, x value is 25. So that's what I have mentioned here, right? And then it's basically solving your formula, right? So you have this 25, 25 mod or remainder. Okay, so this is remainder, right? Remainder, and 25 minus 21. So I'm basically substituting x value to this, right? And then we know we need to solve the brackets first. So 25 minus 21 is 4. So 25 remainder 4 means you divide 25 by 4, and the remainder is 1, right? 25 you divide by 4, 6, 24. What is remaining is 1, right? So that's remainder. So 25 remainder 4 is equal to 1. Okay, and that's why this 1. And then star star means it is 1 to the power 3. 1 star star 3 means what? 1 to the power 3. If it was like 3 star star 1, then it is 3 to the power 1. Okay, so but this one is actually 1 star star 3, which is 1 to the power 3. Ultimately it is 1, right? 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1. Okay, Rimza is correct. So that's your answer, right? This one is it's a similar question, right? So in 2023 also we had here. Now this is 2020, the last paper, right? The last batches paper. So it is kind of similar here. There's not much of a difference here, right? So you need to know how this works, right? Do you want me to solve this, or can you try, or shall we give this as a homework. I can actually give 38, 39, 40 as well as 41. So basically you could try all of these questions. Do you need a hand on this one? Just let me know now. We can wrap it up. It's 9:30 now. Okay. Homework. 2022 paper. Question 38, 39, 40, 41. Right? Now you should be in a position to do this. Now here I can see there's a keyword called continue here. Previously, if you can remember, we had a keyword called break, right? Now this one is a keyword called continue, and it is used within a for loop here. So within a for loop, if a condition is met, continue. If you guys did your O-level ICT, then this shouldn't be a new thing, but there's a keyword called continue. So you can basically ask ChatGPT how continue work in Python for loop. Okay, now this gives an example. Okay, for I in range 1 to 6 means what? It's gonna loop through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So 5 times, 1 up to 5 excluding 6. So it's gonna run through 5 times. This condition means if i's value is 3, continue. You know what that means? It means it is not going to execute this guy. It's gonna go to the next I. So as you can see here, the first round is 1, right? So it gets printed. On the second round, it is 2. I equal to 2. So sorry, 2 equals to 3 is false. Because of that, it will not go to this. Continue. It will print the 2. That's this 2. And then I becomes 3 now. 3 is equal to 3, which is this if condition is true now, and it will continue, means it will not print 3. So that is why you don't see the 3 here. But it will, the I will go to the next one, which is 4, right? And then 4 will be printed, and then it will go to the next one, which is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 3 excluded, 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, continue. If you had a break here instead of continue, what will happen? It will print 1, it will print 2, and when the I becomes 3, it will break, means the for loop is over. That's all. It will break out of the for loop. So what you will see as the output is only 1 and 2. That's all. Right? That's the difference between continue and break. Okay. So let's finish there. So I'll just put this in your WhatsApp group, right? What are the questions you need to try? So probably just take some screenshots and put in there. Quickboard. And that's it. Now you guys should be able to try all this. Okay. This list, pop, append, all of these things we actually already have discussed, right? So if there are any questions, please feel free to reach out. Okay, I'll try to help you out. You got very little time. Thank you very much.